Yo, what's good, yo? Welcome or welcome back to Billy Goat's Prophetic Vessel. It's your girl, Billy Goat, and we got a message for you. All right, welcome to your Capricorn and Chosen One channel. Let's get into these timeless messages, guys. I hope you guys are doing all right. Okay, so I command in God's name that all entities, parasites, and evil monitoring spirits that are closed and uncloaked be blocked, blinded, and deafened. Return back to sentence to replace for good according to God, Yahweh, Yeshua the Christ will uncloak, contaminated, uncompromised, so it isn't. Thank you. And I also command in God's name any demonic booby traps, any eye camera, other sensory devices, and other forms of dark manipulation be deactivated, bind it up in the spirit, and return back to sentence and replace for good according to God, Yahweh, Yeshua the Christ will, and so it isn't. Thank you. All right. So let's get it started. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, they're energy harvesting, stealing again. Okay, so this message is look at that, and deception. I didn't even try to look, listen. Okay, look at that throat chakra. Okay, so for example, yesterday I was eating. And mind you, this has happened before, but I'm just sharing the most recent experience as to how I came into the downloads and the information that I'm sharing with you guys today. All right, so I'm eating, and as I'm eating, energy is just, I feel energy being siphoned from me clairsentiently. Okay, and then I started like playing a game. And mind you, these things are happening at different times during the day. I'm just naming different things that I was doing and what I was noticing and what I've been noticed. Again, I'm just sharing the most recent experiences. Okay. So I'm playing a game. Energy is being siphoned. Okay. I'm I'm receiving downloads. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I'm receiving downloads and channel messages, right? Energy being siphoned. I try to meditate, you know, or go into a meditative state, right? Energy being siphoned. I feel everything that I do in specific being siphoned. I notice it more so when I was engaging in certain actions more than others. So a lot of people don't know. Well, hello. A lot of people don't know that when you are engaging in certain actions and behaviors, if your energy is being siphoned when you are engaging in certain actions and behaviors, that means on a spiritual level that someone is trying to bind them or already has binded themselves to you so that every time you engage in a certain action, they can siphon energy off of you. Okay? So just letting you know, they are you. So anyone in the seen and unseen and or that has been attacking you, if you've been playing, if you play sports, if you are an artist, or if you do anything and you have been noticing like, dang, every time if you're a singer, every time I sing, or every time I rap, or every time I write, if you're a writer, every time I, you know, go to work, period, and you're doing something to make money. If you notice that energy is leaving you, you're constantly fatigued, like you're not gaining energy as you're doing these things, it feels like you're constantly losing energy, being drained, please do not ignore that. Now, of course, free will, this is for entertainment purposes only. um hello guys that are coming in. um so just know that on a spiritual level, if you know, you know. Ooh, sorry, I'm about to sneeze. That would have been a confirmation. That's to let you know that there is someone or dark being that is sending negative energy your way. Hello. Thank you guys for coming in. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes. Okay. What I'm doing is sharing the download before we get into the tarot. Okay. So Please. So what does this mean? You guys are gonna have to like get it. So as I was experiencing these things, I'm like, dang, man, I gotta do another clearing. Right? Like, so when someone wants to, when someone or something, and the something is a particular being that hasn't had an incarnation, or doesn't have one right now, you're gonna have to clear that energy off of you so that you can use your voice at its full percentage, right? So, like, if somebody's trying to, let's say somebody is trying to bind themselves to your throat chakra, they're trying to shut you up, or they're trying to um harvest off of, like, let's say you use your voice for your work, you're a TED talker, you're a you do CEUs for people, right? Or you do presentations, or you use your voice a lot in your career. So let's say somebody's like, oh, okay, bet. Every time you open up your mouth, I want to siphon some energy from that. Or anytime you make money from expressing yourself, throat chakra, I want to energy harvest off of that. Or every so therefore, if somebody does a black magic ritual, spell, whatever you want to call it, and this if they do it over, let's say your voice, since we're talking about the throat chakra, um, if they do it over your voice, then that means anytime, if you're a singer, anytime you sing, somebody is getting some type of energy from you singing, and they're reaping certain opportunities. So let's say you're supposed to get 20 opportunities in a month, but you did not know that somebody bonded themselves to you, so that every time you opened up, going back to the example, every time you open up your mouth, or every time you eat something, they get a portion of your energy, right? And you will know, because if going back to the example of using the throat chakra, if you're a singer or a rapper, or you do poetry or something like that, every time you open up your mouth, if you start to feel drained, that's a tall tale sign that somebody did some type of binding work to you. Okay, so that every time you use your mouth in any way, shape, or form, to talk, to eat, to rap, okay, to express yourself in any way, shape, or form, they siphon some sort of energy off of that. So let's say you're supposed to get 20 opportunities in a month. Let's say, for example, you may only see 10 out of 20 of that opportunity, because little do you know, somebody did a binding ritual over your throat, going to the eight, because we're doing this as an example, the throat chakra, so that, and it's basically for them to be lazy, okay, so that they don't have to put in the work that they need to do in order to get and attract the opportunities that's for them to them. Okay, and typically people that do this, they do this when they do not have the spiritual currency to attract the positive experiences that they want or need. Okay, now, other times people do this out of spite, out of revenge, or whatever the case may be. It's still wrong. All right, whether this is you that's doing this, or whether this is somebody else that's doing this. Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right. So, the example we just talked about in regards to the throat chakra. Okay, this can be applied to any chakra or any body part that you're dealing with. Okay, so apply the concept to your life as you see fit. Okay, so I'm speaking on a spiritual sense. Now apply how it could be manifesting for you in a physical sense. Do you know that so we were talking about singers, right? Do you know that a part of the reason why it feels like people who are singers losing some of their voice as they get older is because of this very thing, and they have no idea? Because going back to free will, when God gives you free will to even believe in him, you're not obligated to believe in certain rituals or practices, right? There's people that don't even believe in the dark side. There's people who don't believe in Lucifer. There's people who don't even believe in, Christianity or Catholicism, right? Like, free will for beliefs. That's why free will here, entertainment purposes. Okay, but if you know, not but also if you know, you know. So just letting you know, if you are a singer and it feels like you can't hit certain notes that you used to be able to hit, tall tale sign that you need to do extensive clearing. You are supposed to be hitting the knife. You know you've been a bitch, like a whore, not a bad bitch, not a boss bitch, but a pussy ass bitch. a mean ass bitch to people for no fucking reason, then I'm sorry, then that's your fucking karma. Okay, you're gonna have to, pay that back. All right, treat people how you want to be treated. Not perfect, because nobody's perfect, right? We got shit that stinks. But if you're not taking accountability for your actions, then some of what you're going through could be due to karmic debt. All right. Well, for the ones that are going through situations where no, somebody is wrongfully targeting you, whether they are in the seen or unseen, and it feels like you're constantly being drained or energy is being siphoned from you when you engage in your passions, things that's supposed to make you feel excited, or when you were doing certain things, you're like, wait a minute, how come? Oh, wait, I got something else. I was taking a nap. I woke up still feeling tired. I woke up looking like I was drained and shit. I'm like, wait a minute. What? Baby, I found out motherfuckers had did a minding ritual. I found out motherfuckers had did a banding ritual. So I had to clear that shit off. Okay? And mind you, this ain't the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time motherfuckers had to do that, okay? But I'm sharing this so that you guys can know, because I don't like when people take advantage of people like this. Because when you don't know that motherfuckers is doing this, and not just don't know how and which way and how it manifests in the physical, you can't take the fucking action. You need to take the heal. And I'm so sorry for some of you guys. You need to learn how to do Reiki. You need to learn how to do some psychic surgeries, or because if they're targeting your finances, you may not have the finances at this moment to get as many clearings as you need. So a suggestion is for you guys to let's see, Bayou Beauty. She is great when it comes to Reiki, a lot of things, tarot, Reiki, divining, having I don't know if I want to. Her name is Mystic Beauty. Her platform was Cosmic Royal Family. It was named that. Okay, she has a few platforms, but the one that I'm talking about is specific. It's called Bayou Beauty. She has Reiki videos on there, and she's a trusted source. Okay, not all Reiki videos that pop up on your screen are trusted vessels. They're false light. Cloak that false light, okay? Not all of them have Yahweh uncloaked and some of the uncompromised energy coming through them. Some of them are instilling negative programming within you that's cloaked in light, okay? So just to let you know, and also too, spiritual healing therapy. She's a psychic surgeon. Her clearings are A1. These are resources, that's free resources that's on YouTube. Okay. If you guys feel like you don't have the funds or the insurance right now, because life is life and for energies. Okay. Now, although this is timeless, you could be watching this months, weeks, days, years from now. So if life is life and and God is working on providing the provision, or you in a season, these are some, now keep in mind, if you are doing the black magic, these are not going to work for you that much. Okay, there is a reason for that. I'm not going to explain it here. You're gonna have to take that up with God. I'm not God. I'm an extension. Okay. Oh, and another source, blooming Lotus Healing. That's one of the platform names, and then her other platform name is the Akashic Records channel. Okay, those are a few psychic surgery channels and Reiki channels that are actual light workers that work for divine headquarters. Okay, Holy Spirit, Yahweh, Yeshua the Christ. All right. So I'm also a psychic surgeon. I'm not currently offering services to new clients at this time. When I do, because I'm an ordained minister, for those that don't know, I am a certified spiritual life coach. I'm a certified metaphysical practitioner. I am a therapist. I am a Reiki practitioner, tarot reader, clearly. And I am a Akashic record reader and psychic surgeon, Akashic record clearer. So, I mean, if you guys want services from me in the future, you can let me know. Send me your name and what you need in your email. I will put you on a waiting list. Okay. Well, do not wait on me for your healing, right? 4 on this timer. That's why I'm providing these resources, names here, so that you guys can not only have some type of source, with a reliable, trusted source, right? God ordained. Not because motherfuckers just said. No, they're actually God ordained. All right. So let's get into it. I mean, we've been getting into it. This is just a download portion. Okay, so if you guys are just coming in, I was just relaying the download messages that was coming through and what's been happening, the tea. Okay, so now we're getting into the tarot. And hello, everyone that's coming in. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes. You feel me? All right. Oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. So we have the root chakra here, okay? So I know it says base chakra, root chakra. So that's another thing too. We have throat chakra in reverse. They have been, so typically when someone is trying to do root work or fuck with your root chakra, your legs may start to really itch. Your legs may start to really itch, or you may start to experience some skin issues in that area. Okay, so I'm talking about things on a spiritual level and how they could possibly manifest in the physical realm for you. Now, of course, you have something else going on. You do have to balance spirituality with practicality. Again, I'm speaking from a spiritual sense. This is for entertainment purposes, okay? So some of you guys, because that was another download that I received too. So the Holy Spirit is reminding me, thank you. They're also doing root work, okay? Root work around the root chakra, all right, so that it can anchor you into stagnancy. That I'm hearing that's like the intention there in a sense. So that's what it was. So what they're trying to do, it's like they're trying to do root work around your throat chakra so that you can't be heard, or you can't be seen, or that people won't be able to, you won't feel heard or understood, so that you'll give up. Because for a lot of you guys, your throat chakra, you expressing yourself, I'm hearing like a lot of that is tied to things, with your occupation, your career, your purpose, your prophecy, right? And to be mindful of that, to really clear around those areas. Also at the same time, because I'm having a humanistic experience too, I'm a part of the collective too, um that can be irritating when you're trying to live your life and energies are using their free will to continue to do this, right? Whether this is you or whoever you're dealing with. um I have a spiritual plague called the Rapture Part 2, and I wear gloves to protect my energy from energy harvesters, and to also contain the spiritual plague within my ramifications. All right. Um, because other people do have this plague as well. They just don't know. I was just able to, by the grace of God, find out that, oh, this is what it is, and other people don't know. All right. So to also protect myself when I do clearings, to help myself out with the plague, but other people don't know that they have the plague. Um, the Rapture Part 2 type. It's for energetic protection. So I hope that that answers your question. All right. All right. So we have movement, choices, and decisions here. So this is also talking about stability. Movement, choices, and decisions. So you guys are trying to stand your ground when it comes to fighting for your stability, fighting for, what keeps you grounded here. Okay? Fighting someone or something trying to keep you stuck still and stagnant. Right? Maybe you guys didn't know that you guys were fighting root work. That you guys were fighting energies that's keeping, that's the type of resistance energy that you were trying to fight. Yeah. And that's the truth here. Triumphant success. Stand your ground. It's like you've been standing your ground on energies that's been trying to fuck with your success. Okay. And other things that you have been trying to navigate that you haven't been aware of, right? So, yeah, I can see a lot of things have been imbalanced, for you. You can feel like your finances have been, a little messy. Your love life has been a little messy. That's because someone has been doing binding spells and root work over your life, okay, to try to fuck with it. Now, let's say they're not spiritual. The negative actions that they're taking is in alignment with that of black magic, and it's been keeping you stuck still and stagnant. Okay, 1111 on here as I am saying this. This is a collective. Thank you guys for coming in. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes, okay? We have partnerships and alliances here. Memories of love in reverse. So for a lot of you guys, you've already encountered these dark beings, these evil spirits. You've already encountered these people in your life that's in this lifetime. You've encountered them in different roles in previous lifetimes. A lot of situations that you are overcoming and obstacles that you're overcoming in this lifetime are certain obstacles and issues that you've had in previous lifetimes. Okay, and whether you guys, so that's for the part that believes in reincarnations. But to be honest, if this is for you, then reincarnation is a part of this. Okay, free will. So yeah, this is like energies that's trying to stop you from changing things, in the past, because changing things and closing things out in the past helps you have positive movement forward in your future. Okay. So tell me what's up with partnerships and alliances. Balance is in reverse. Okay, yes, you could feel like your life is really, really, really imbalanced right now, feeling like you are really to yourself, okay, not really feeling the best here, feeling like you're going through a lot of loss, heartache and pain here, and but also you will be rewarded for all your pain, all your suffering. But sometimes it's not about that. It's about the principle. Like sometimes not having to go through all this suffering is the reward. You feel me? Awareness in reverse. It's kind of giving like some of you guys are still unaware of like a certain fact or a puzzle piece that needs to be revealed, seen, told to you, or you them. Okay, take it how it resonates here. Let's do this. Let's get it, y'all. Thank you guys for coming in. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes. Okay, so these energies have been trying to keep you stuck, still, and stagnant by doing this black magic and root work, okay? They've been working with other people. They've been paying people, okay? Getting in groups. I had a dream the other day of different, like, group. I'm not going to say the name, but, it was a group. And that's not the only group, but it was in terms of, to me, different groups and secret societies that have your picture, using it, energy harvesting off of you, and all the rest of this shit. Okay, so make sure you guys are paying attention to your dreams. But also too, thank you, Holy Spirit. That's one of the other ways that they've been stealing too, is through dreams. Okay, trying to make you eat things, trying to make you so one day I was in a dispensary in my dream, and I mean, listen, I ain't gonna stoner. I don't smoke in my dreams typically, like at all. Um, but also I learned that day, you're not supposed to smoke in your dream. But I had not, but also when I had that dream, I had no, like, I wasn't conscious, like I wasn't lucid dreaming. So lucid dreaming means that you are conscious in your dream. Not that you have to take any drugs in order to do so. For those that may not know, okay, that is not the only way that a person can lucid dream. So hopefully we can clear that myth up. But if you don't typically have dreams, like if that's not, which we are supposed to be having dreams, that's our connection to the spirit realm. For those that don't know, if you don't know how to lucid dream on the spot, or you're not conscious in the dream, the dark side will take advantage of you, and that part I would say is a growing edge for me. And so they like to take advantage of that part, when you are not really able to have so much control of your movements and actions in a dream, which that's requires you to be conscious and be able to lucid dream. Um, so if you are smoking in your dream, if you can like become aware or just open your eyes before you take a puff, or if they're trying to make you eat, see if you could open your eyes or something before you eat something, if they're trying to make you have sex in the dream, because all of these ways that I'm naming, drinking, having sex, eating, smoking, any exchanges in the dream, those are all different ways of trying to get you into a demonic contract, a demonic agreement. Those are different ways to get different dark implants, energetic parasites, entities inside of you, because as above so below, right? A lot of people don't know this. And of course, free will if you would like to believe, no forcing. Well, on a spiritual level, dream interpretation wise, that is what that means, okay? And that starts to fuck with your destiny over time. That starts to fuck with your ability to manifest over time, right? Because they're seeking to energy harvest off of you, your life force. Well, you can't do anything with information you genuinely don't know or have. You are going to get so much. I'm getting like, dag. People who are going to be watching this are like, dag. That's been happening a lot, or dag. Da, 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 da. Now, listen. If you're not dreaming, that's a problem, because you are supposed to be dreaming, because you're supposed to be able to receive. That's one of the ways that the Holy Spirit and your spirit team, the angels of love and light, that they can send messages to you through the spirit realm so you can see what's going on, right? You know, ordained ministers or priests are not the only ones that can receive prophetic visions, right? So, justice. Okay, the scales are going to be balanced here. Okay, you guys could feel like a lot of things have just been unfair, like a lot of partnerships have been unfair, a lot of situations and circumstances, at work, your love life, and your family have just been, unfair, and you just want shit to be stable. Like you want, so it looks like you guys are gonna have a decision to make if you haven't been able to make that already. Some of you guys are tired of, because this is the Capricorn Chosen One channel. So motherfuckers thrive off of, being to thyself. Also, at the same time, we need connection. That we need a balance though. And we don't just need any type of connection. We need a healthy one, equally yoked type connections. Not perfect, because everybody got shit that stinks here. Right? So you guys feel like dad, you tired of going through shit, tired of being sick, tired of going through losses after losses here. Understandable, but this is a part of it, okay? This is to let you know this is the cause of the losses. And so some of you guys, if you a person like, yeah, I do clearance, like I get a clearing once a month, you need to get a clearing every day. Okay, you need to pay attention. So remember the signs, some of the signs that I told you, apply to your life. It may not be with your throat. It may be it's something else, but apply the concept to your life for those that applies for. Okay. And then if you feel like, man, this happens every other day, you need to clear every other day. You get my drift? But free will. We have the world here. I know I hear the spaceships. Because you have energies that don't want you to succeed. Okay? And let me tell you something. Motherfuckers tried to take real bad advantage of me when I didn't know a lot of things that I know now. Okay? Black magic only works when you don't know and don't know how to manage. And I don't like that. I don't like when motherfuckers feel like they can take advantage of people like that because of knowledge that they don't have. I mean, and that is why God says my people perish from a lack of knowledge. Because you can't do anything with information you don't know or have genuinely. Okay? That's why you can't be a know-it-all. That's why you can't be a know-it-all. There's infinite knowledge. The world card. So this justice, this balancing out, this is gonna close this cycle out, okay? Because this has been going on for a long time. You see. So we got a page of cups here, page of wands in reverse. See, okay. So we have someone that's trying to come in with an offer here, but but also my attention was drawn to this fish here that's coming out of this cup. It's a fishy offer, okay? You're not gonna have any positive movement forward with whatever this offer is here. the energies that's been attacking you, whether these have been energies at work, whether these have been energies in your family, your love life. Hell, if this is you, put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Okay, whoever's been doing the targeting and the seen and unseen. Okay, they're gonna try to come to you with an offer, but this offer is fishy. And it could be something simple. Hey, can we be friends again? Hey, will you work? Will you come work for us again? You want to restart this business again? Can we try this love connection? Whatever it is, it's gonna vary for each of you. Okay. The Holy Spirit saying, and mind you, this is something that you have already like endured or whatever the case may be. So you already know who this is or what this is, or to a degree. It's familiar, even if it's a different person in a sense, different clothes. It's the same spirit. So whatever you do, use your discernment. Test that motherfucking spirit. Okay? It's a fishy offer. It's not going to lead to anywhere. No positive movement forward. Look at this. Knight of Pentacles. This shit's just going to be slow. Slow. Like, yeah, no. Hey, you want some positive movement forward here. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's like, it may appear like, oh, we going to take off somewhere, but no. It's like, no, it's not going to go anywhere. Two of Swords. Yep. It's just another block. You're going to run into another block. Okay, so be mindful of illusions. That's exactly what it's giving. Be mindful of illusions, guys, okay? All right, so we're talking about love and money here. Be mindful of illusions because this has been impacting your love and money. All right? So this is talking about the major decisions and choices that you guys are going to have to make because of that here. Look at that. Amen. Yeah, you're going to get justice for them trying to keep you in this still stagnant position here. Okay? And this cycle of feeling stuck, not being able to do shit or do as much as you feel like you should be able to, it's over. It's closing out. It's closed out for a lot of you guys here. And this is this energy or energies, however many involved, whether they in the seen and unseen, trying to get back in. Okay? But they still haven't changed. They still in the same type of time. They're still making the same reckless ass decisions. They don't have the lessons learned to apply as wisdom because they're not learning here, or you're not, whatever side of the story that you're on here. Mind you, we have 3 major arcanas out here. Okay, I was also just saying the right help and support is going to be coming in if it hasn't already, depending upon what season you're in while watching this here. Okay, that's why whatever decision that you have to make here is very important. Okay, make like really in your sword energy, making head over heart decisions here. Okay. 5 of Wands. So you may have some energies that may give you a hard time, more like they've already been trying to give you a hard time. That's what all this black magic they trying to do to put up this resistance, right? That already made shit hard for you. But it's like it's almost like they want to fight you if you don't take this offer. It's like they want to fight you because you close the cycle out without them. You close the cycle out. It's like you found out the fraud that they were doing. You found out that they weren't trying to true. You see the fake in this, the two-faced in this offer. So it's like they getting pissed off because you see the player in them. You see the fraud in them. Not them getting pissed off because the offer that they trying to make you is like booby trapped. Right? Like, like this shit ain't gonna go anywhere. 6 of Swords in reverse. They pissed off that because, mind you, they trying to get back in because shit is bad for them. Karma's whooping that ass, okay? For all the shit that they did to you and others, okay? This is that energy. Motherfuckers is having a great fall because of all the shit that they did, right? And so it's like they're trying to seek covering with you after they just tried to steal from you, right? That's why. Ain't that some shit? They sitting up here doing all this black magic, this bonding, all this work, all this gossiping, all this work and shit, right? To try to keep you from making it. And now they're trying to seek refuge under you and being pissed off and trying to fight you because you don't want to take their offer. You don't want them back. But you don't want them in your life because they shortchanged you, or they didn't compensate you. They didn't, or they stole from you. Or for the time as I was saying this, they didn't treat you fairly. You know, whatever, all the above, hell. Which is why you don't want to fuck with them or work with them or be partners with them in the beginning and to begin with, right? Right? And so that's what drove you or them away in the first place. And then it's like them doing the same thing. Oh, you don't want to take this offer? You don't want to da 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 da. So now they fighting you because now you don't want to take the offer. So they doing the same shit that drove you away to begin with. As like blackmail or some shit. Oh, you gonna take me back. Oh, you gonna work for me. Oh, we gonna be part. You gonna give me that. Oh, you gonna be that's how this sounds. Oh, that's how this is. This is motherfucking dangerous. Danger. Hey, danger. Hey, get on the floor. Been so long. Okay, that's what this is, yo. That's what this is, boy. All right. Y'all, this company, these groups, these secret societies, boy, it's some nasty work, okay? You will not be able to have any type of success hanging on to this dead weight. Now, mind you, a lot of you guys could be in a situation where maybe you had to move back to your parents' house because you left a shitty situation. Maybe you had to leave a job. So that meant you couldn't pursue certain things because you had to figure some other shit out, right? Or you left that toxic relationship and that meant you on somebody's couch right now because of that. Some of you guys, you're in a situation, somebody's trying to keep you in that situation or keep you stuck so that you couldn't have any positive movement forward, whatever the case may be, or this is what you tried to do to someone else. That cycle is closed out, and motherfuckers is mad about it, whether this is a family, friend, co-worker, partner, whatever the case may be, previous boss. You've learned, for a lot of you guys, you've been doing a lot of work and healing while you've been in this solitude here, while you've been trying to repair yourself from all these losses and heartaches and breaks that you feel like you've been taking, okay? And it's like, because of the work that you've been doing, you're able to use your discernment to spot out a fishy offer, right? And don't get me twisted. There's some great ass master manipulators here, right? But you're able to fish something out, or you will be. Okay? And it's like they're mad that you don't want to take this false ass off. You don't want to take this booby trapped ass off, or you don't want to take this. Motherfucker, would you want to take the offer that you offering? It's like, would you want to eat the poison that you trying to give somebody else? It's like the audacity. Okay, we got Judgment in reverse. Another major arcana here. Yeah, so they thought that they was gonna run off on the plug. They thought they was just gonna run off with your stolen inheritance. They thought that they was gonna run off with still trying to steal your throne, your position. They thought they was gonna be able to get away with not compensating you at the job that they was supposed to. They thought they was gonna get away with forging your signature on documents and getting what was supposed to come to you. They thought that whatever they did, whatever somebody did to you or you them, they thought that they was gonna get away. Ha ha, suckers! Right? They thought they was gonna get away, but God said, See, they ain't never really get no consequences until they ran into a motherfucking chosen one. All right. See, this is why people need God. Okay, that's my dead dad. Okay, I be pissed with him like now, but that's my dead dad. All right, so. God, listen. So for me to say that, some of y'all are pissed off at God, like, God, what's going on? God, I'm tired of having to be strong. I thank you for creating me as such. But can we turn it down just a couple notches here? All right, look at that. All this, because this came out so like, yeah, this motherfucker trying to do like black magic over your ability to persevere. So they pissed off at your skill sets here. Somebody's manipulating they were trying to manipulate, they're trying to manipulate everything, your beauty, your handsomeness, whatever you want to call it. They're trying to manipulate your ability to take care of yourself. And you've been just having to persevere through this shit here. Okay. So please understand on the spiritual note, this is not just all in your head. There are dark galactic beings and principalities, powers, and those working in the physical realm too in cahoots that have been in targeting. And for a lot of you guys, this is not your first lifetime going through something like this. This may, however, be your first lifetime coming into knowledge about this and finding out how to navigate this, right? So that in this lifetime you can reap better outcomes, because this is a divine reordering of things, okay? Um, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Swords here. Yeah, it's like they didn't want you seeing them trying to put you in this Nine of Pentacles here of you know, you not having enough, you being poor, you being, you know, just in this dependent, having to be dependent type of energy, um so that the black magic can stick. But this is why we have these videos, to inform on what's going on in the current events here, okay? So that you guys can find out and take the necessary precautions here, okay? Now, they've been doing this at a rapid rate, guys. We need to make that known. They've been doing this at a rapid rate. So that's why, like we said at the beginning, this is not the time. You guys are going to need to get multiple clearings, okay? Multiple clearings. And before we continue, if you guys are interested, we have oracle decks that are available for purchase, okay? So if you, these are created by us, Downmount Spiritual Guidance. So for those of you guys that don't know, we do have another YouTube channel called Downmount Spiritual Guidance and other social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, okay, that you can follow, subscribe for other types of content if you want. Okay, this is the other deck that we have available, created by us, Downmount Spiritual Guidance. The link to purchase both of these decks are in the description box, okay? I do have readings where these decks are used. And if you go on to our Facebook page, we should have some pictures for you to see if you would like to see more pictures, okay? Now, if you've been looking for something to write your thoughts in, you know, or your Bible verses, this is also created by us, Downmount Spiritual Guidance, okay? The link to purchase these is in the description box. These are on Amazon, all right? So for those of you guys that feel like, dang, you know, I need to write my dreams down. I need to, you know, I keep forgetting, you know, and you're trying to train your memory and so on and so forth as you're clearing the negative energy that's causing the forgetfulness. Go ahead, copy one, okay? The link to purchase these is in the description box. And I also want to say this too, because there are dark energies that have been trying to remote view so that they can try to steal whatever you're doing or if ideas that you're trying to write down. So please be, you know, cloak your energy if you know how to do that, or just be aware that that's happening. If you want to, like, you know, like let's say you're writing something, you may want to take a piece of paper and, you know, write something and then cover it, because it doesn't matter if you feel like there's no physical presence around you. Remember, we're spiritual beings having a humanistic experience, not the other way around. Okay? So, I hope that helps. Easier said than done, okay? Because I be getting pissed off a guy like, but what? Hey, look, that's my dad. And he be doing marvelous things. I be like, okay, I see you. Yeah. Okay, we have Heart Collector. So this motherfucker is has been trying to, like, yeah, you know what I was just reminded of? The messages I was getting last night. I had got this before, but so this was like a confirmation. This is like a triple confirmation. This is the type of person so for those that this applies to, they fuck their friends. They fuck their coworkers. They fuck whoever they come in contact with. For now, this applies to just some, okay? And those that they have a whole bunch of sex with or cuddles with or whatever the case may be, um, they energy harvest off of. So it's like you see how this person is collecting hearts. This is like this person collecting people, attaching, then doing black magic. Okay, where the magician in reverse. They doing the black magic look, and then trying to trap you in the circumstance. Right? It's eventually going to unalive anything that you're doing, right? Because they're siphoning off of you, right? They're siphoning off of you, but you don't know this for a lot of you guys, right? Because remember, black magic only thrives when you don't know and or know what to do. Oh, there we go. Yep, black magic. Yep, see, because you're strong, you're powerful, and they know you're powerful, right? So they're trying to suck your currency, not the pickles in reverse. And yo, remember, your currency is not just this motherfucking paper money in this motherfucking physical realm. Your currency is everything. Your spiritual gifts, your spiritual inheritance, the codes, your DNA makeup structure that God created you with. Everybody is different. It's different. Your beauty, your handsomeness, whatever you want to call it. Okay, all of that. And more, I'm just naming a few, is a part of your currency. All right. And motherfuckers see you like they see. And so it's like exactly essence. Clock the T. And so with the magician in reverse, it's like this is the manipulation they trying to do. Hoping and praying that you don't notice, you don't catch on, that you don't see, you don't know the signs or whatever the case may be, so that they can continue to do this, because this is how apparently somebody or a group or a secret society or organization has been able to have or sustenance. They've been able to live. They've been able to thrive. If they weren't able to do this, they wouldn't be able to thrive. They wouldn't have any type of power. They wouldn't have any type of ranking or throne or whatever the case may be. So somebody is literally having to keep on doing this false ass, sick ass shit, because this is what the foundation that they built it off of. And that's exactly why it's crumbling, because it's false. It's like, so that's fucked up. That is fucked up. It's fucked up. So just be mindful that there's energies and organizations that's out here sending people as lovers and all the rest of that, and all or I'm hearing bloodlines too. Bloodlines that people wonder why how does bloodline get things out? Because hindsight 2020, what you don't know is because they energy harvest, and this is one of the ways that they do it. And because of that, look at that. We got STD that flipped over. We got STD absolutely. And look at that. Dark code. Can't make the shit up. Can't make the shit up, people. Okay, yep. Something's brewing. So just be mindful, guys. They keep trying to come up with shit to try to dodge the karmic consequences that it is coming to them and has come to them already for doing this type of shit. Absolutely. So they keep trying to off they karmic consequences, judgment in reverse, so they don't have to get it on the others. Or when you know that this is what they're trying to do, you can send that shit on. No. Go on somewhere with that. No. No, so if your legs start to hurt and you know it wasn't hurting, no, you better send that shit back. Your head start hurting. Oh, no, you better send that shit back. Your back start hurting, you ain't got back issue, you better send that shit all back. You go to the doctor tell you got high blood pressure or diabetes, you better send that shit on the fuck back. Because that ain't nothing, that's the physical shit of what's going on spiritually. They just didn't teach you that. Okay? But you learned it here. Remember where you learned it from, motherfuckers. Facts. Clock the T, okay? So, and this, mind you, this been going on, but motherfuckers just didn't know, including me, right? So, and where can you get this information from? The Akashic Records, okay? Check it. check it. These motherfuckers been dark, been doing this shit. Okay, so just be mindful. You cannot eat at everybody's houses. You can't. Oh, and Holy Spirit just reminded me too. But some of you guys, you also need to like you need a psychic surgery over your house, okay? Because if motherfuckers is also sending bindings to your house as well, that means so if they send their bindings to your house and you as well, that's double the time. So that means that means anything you have in your house is going to get siphoned off of, which means your appliances could potentially break. I mean, they're going to depreciate eventually, but you want the lifespan of it, right? But that means half the lifespan. You know, you're able to get some of the manifestations coming in, okay? And that's another down. That killer spirit is reminding me of all the other downloads that I was getting to. But some of you guys, you do need to move out of your area, because I'm getting like I was getting like different. And so okay, you know how certain establishments will sometimes sell sell a portion of their business off to a someone else for whatever the reason, or they may sell their whole company, period, right? For whatever the reason. Well, if the company that they sell, whether that's a portion or their entire business to, if they have demonic ties, like let's say there's a demon behind that business, because that business made offerings to that demon to make that company successful. So now they're a stakeholder that does other shareholdings with other people. If the company doesn't know that that business is into that, or make those type of deals with these demons and other dark galactic otherworldly beings, then what happens is that, oh, well, there's a demonic contract, there's a demonic agreement there, and that company that just sold that portion now has tainted pretty much the entire business, just about, right? Again, they may innocently just not know. Going back to what God says, my people perish from a lack of knowledge. So then let's say this is a hair company, and a hair company shares sells a portion of their company to another company, but what they don't know is that that company is successful because they made offerings to a demon. This is not all companies. With some companies, absolutely. Restaurants, stores. I had to find this out. Not all of them, some of them. And I had to find out, when you eat there, you coming into a demonic agreement. If you buy the hair care product and you start using it on your hair, and the business is thriving because they sold a portion of their business or all of their business to a company that is successful because they're making offerings to a demon to do the dealings to make them successful, this is another reason why a product may not work as well, or the reason why you may not be seeing the full extent of your manifestations is because the dark side is like, oh, well, we have justification. You're using a product that you came into a demonic agreement with, and because of that, we have permission now to siphon from your crown chakra because you use it on your crown. As an example, I didn't know this, but I started to experience the effects. I started to not just experience, right? That's been happening. I've been able to now see the shit unfold, and more than just once, twice, 3 or 4 times. And then, like, I'm keeping, well, why is this happening? Well, why is that happening? Because, see, if motherfuckers don't pay attention, the motherfuckers don't know, you ain't asking questions. I'm asking questions. Well, why? Well, why? And why? Holy Spirit, why? Well, I'm blowing up his phone. Well, why? God, why? 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 What am I not seeing? What am I not doing? What am I not clearing? Why is this going on? What don't I know? And then here comes the video, or here comes the download, or here comes eventually something comes in. And then mind you, the dark side don't want you to get the information. So then they trying to do all this little hoopla, chaos and conflict, so that you have a hard time getting the download, or you having a hard time understanding the information. They want to cause confusion. And you know God is not the author of confusion, right? So just be mindful, motherfuckers have been plotting, motherfuckers, and it's giving Playton energy. Motherfuckers keep trying to do this because instead of them paying attention to themselves, they keep paying attention to your shit and your lane and what you got going on. Or this is what you doing to them. Okay, if the energies as you see fit, put yourself inside the store as you see fit. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, real estate, motherfucker, they losing homes. So if they was able to get an apartment off your energy, if they caused you to lose a home, if they caused you to not be able to get something, baby, they losing everything. So okay, so they using black magic to try to delay these consequences, or they trying to use black magic to prevent. I'm hearing the inevitable. Okay, and they trying to use your harvest your energy to do it. Because they feel like, well, if I was able to create this life off their energy before, if we was able to attract this shit before, let's see if we can do it again. So just be mindful. It's like they're not taking heed. They're not trying to give up. Yeah, these are lost, very, very lost souls. Okay, very, very lost souls. And it's lost spirits, because you're not just dealing with souls here in the earthly realm. You're dealing with both in the spirit, in the behind the veil, and those in front of the veil. Okay. You see, they're trying to hide the fact that this is a fishy motherfucking office here. Look at that. Look at that. Look. They're trying to hide. I hope they don't know. I hope they don't see. Okay. What's to say? I'm not a one in a million type of love. I'm a once in a lifetime type of experience. They don't like the fact that they feel like they lost this, right? So this business don't like the fact that they lost you as one of their key employees. Maybe they didn't want to acknowledge that they didn't take care of you, so they lost you. God encouraged you to either leave, or they feel like somebody else was better than you. They fired you, and now their business is suffering. It's underwater. Okay. You know, maybe it was there, or whatever the case may be, baby, and you was the covering from that business going down. Little did they know, they got rid of their covering, or they didn't take care of their covering as the gift that it was, and motherfuckers is help, you know, drowning and shit, right? That doesn't just go for businesses or companies. This goes for people that should have loved on you correctly. You know, people that should have never put their name, put their mouth on you the wrong way. Okay, motherfuckers that should have didn't have to like you, should have respected you. Okay, motherfucker, family too. All right, listen, we got return back to sender. You guys need to do either return back to sender, you know, or just verbally say. Some of you guys got authorities you don't even know you have in the spirit realm. Again, my people perish from a lack of knowledge is what God says. Learn what your authority is so you can start exercising it here. Okay? All right? Mistreating others curses oneself. Healed through kindness and respect. Y'all put some respect on your name. Okay? On your authority. They don't like the fact that you have authority. Boomerang karma. Yeah, see, they trying not to get this karma, but it's already en route. It's already en route. They keep trying to cloak themselves. They keep trying to cloak themselves. So be mindful, okay? Yeah, engagement here. So it looks like you guys are another false offer. So for those of you guys where this is love, This energy is going to try to give you a motherfucking offer. Remember, we talked about different type of offers here. This is about love, money, and other family, all the rest of that. Okay, all the above. In this case, for this one, if a motherfucker offer you an engagement, they gaslighting you. They can't keep this promise. They only doing this because they ass is out in the cold. They need some type of covering. They lost their divine covering, or you lost it. Okay, you have somebody else that's coming in. Now, keep in mind, we pronoun friendly over here. Energy is fluid. Okay, so whoever's in the divine masculine energy, I'm a bisexual. Okay. Hey. And I'm typically I'm very feminine, but I'm more in my divine masculine energy 24/7. Okay. So, and if you see my videos, like, you feel me? But I'm definitely a divine masculine, more so than a divine feminine energy, though we possess both. Right? So, just letting you guys know how to take energy. Okay? And I'm a Capricorn. So I give more masculine sometimes than feminine, though I do have both. All right. So you guys are having a new energy enter your life, a true divine masculine. I'm also getting, please be mindful of this energy trying to cloak themselves in a divine masculine energy from all of these people they done sucked an energy harvested off of, to cloak themselves in this energy to attain opportunities and all, and I'm hearing luxuries and all the rest of this shit. That's why they lose and everything, or you, whatever the case may be. They're trying to hide how spiritually toxic they are. So this is where your discernment is going to be coming in. Okay. Listen, easier said than done, I know. I command a God send all entities, parasites, evil monitoring spirits that are cloaked in a cloak, be blocked by and death, and return back to sin and place of good according to God, Yahweh, Yeshua Christ, will and clothe the and uncompromised for this, and thank you. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have Tiger's Eye, helps with grounding, protection, self-confidence, inner strength, willpower, clarity. Okay, so some of you guys could benefit from some Tiger's Eye if this resonates with you. All right, or just doing some form of grounding activities here, right? It's kind of tying back to the beginning of the reading here. Some of you guys can use some spiritual bath with some herbs, right? Make sure you pray over your herbs, speak intentions over your herbs. The intention is the medicine. Okay, yeah, see, look, we have fake spiritualists. And we were talking about that too. This is why I was providing names that you know are tried and true when it comes to divine headquarters and, you know, Holy Spirit, right? Because there are other people on this platform that are cloaking in light energy to just reel you in and trap you in, right? So just to let you know, right there, they're actually a part of a dark cult. However, and don't get it twisted, there are those that are upfront. They like, hey, yeah, we do the hexes and curses that we do. That's, you know, at least you're being honest, right? You know, I'm not saying that it makes it right, you know. But there are those that are not upfront, and that's what I'm referring to. They are not upfront that, hey, this is what we do, and this is how we do it. No, they are God this, Holy Spirit that, you know, in which you do have your in-betweeners. Again, I'm not talking about those that are upfront. I'm talking about those that are not upfront. Because if they're upfront, then you can make the decision, oh, no, I'm not going to go to you because I don't fuck with that. It's simple as that. Well, when a person is not upfront with you, that's where the manipulation comes in. And you can use your discernment, in a sense, to make a decisive decision based off of lies, right? So just know that that's what's happening. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling these vibes. Okay, guys? We have envious of your career and the money you make. Can't make this shit up, people. Envious of your career and the money you make. Okay, you guys can benefit from pyrite. Helps shield you from the harmful effects that technology can have on the mind and body. So that's the thing too. Some of you guys, you could have picked up some hooks from being on social media, and some negative energy, just from other people having it in their background, and just letting you know so you guys can know what you need to clear, because we don't gatekeep over here. We like to help heal. We heal for real. Oh, we have spying on you is part of their daily routine. Yeah, look at that. See, that's what we're talking about. Remote viewing. Those that remote view. In some cases, they have hired a spiritualist that does that, so they can, like a spiritual private eye, so they can keep tabs on you and let them know, like, hey, this is what they're doing. Hey, this is what they're working on, right? Or this is what an evil spirit does, and they go back and report. Okay, now this is those in the physical realm. That somebody prayed a physical private eye, or this is what somebody tracks you with their with their um tracking devices and shit like that. Little do you know, they're driving right behind you. Smooth, spicy aroma clears out, so you guys could benefit from Palo Santos. Okay, for those of you guys that can light these things in your environment, right? I know everybody is not able to. Bummer, right? But for those that can, that can help. You guys can also get that spiritually through a psychic surgery too. In your Akashic Records dowsing, causing unexplained body pain and numbness. Yeah, see, so remember how I was talking about remember how I was talking about if you got a headache, you need to clear. If your leg hurt, your leg don't hurt or stiffen up, like you don't have those problems, but clear. Send that shit back. Send the return to sender. Okay? Your legs start itching, you start getting some skin issues somewhere, you better return that black magic back, baby. You better return it back to senders. If that resonates with you, okay? Free will. This is for entertainment purposes only. Well, just to let you know, as above, so below. If somebody is trying to energy harvest off of you, there is some sort of as above. So in this scenario, as above, somebody could be trying to energy harvest off of you. So they're sending all these entities, implants, and hooks. So, and it's landing on let's say it's landing on the astral body. So God did not design us to have those type of dark implants, right? So then in the physical realm, let's say you start getting a skin condition. Well, little do you know, the spiritual reason for that skin condition is because a motherfucker trying to harvest off you. I'm just a messenger, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Now, how do you cure? You have to work with the Holy Spirit. All right. We're gonna do some final messages here. Okay, we're gonna do some final messages. So this is what's been going on with your money. This is what's been going on with your love life. They've been trying to hold it up. Okay, you are going to get a new, for those of you guys that's looking for love and like healthy support, that is gonna come in after some sort of choice and decision that you make here. All right, after you receive some sort of clarity about something, possibly. Yeah. You need to do an unbinding for some of you guys. You need to clear some black magic off of you, so that you can have more, you can have your own energy to work with to attract the things that you need. Okay, so when you do different things to clear, that means the energy that they stole from you is going to be coming back to you, and whatever they used it for is going to crumble. So if they used it to get good health, they're going to get the bad health that they were going to get that they would have gotten had they not stolen your energy. If they used your energy to get a healthy relationship, quote unquote, then that relationship's going to crumble. It's going to fail when you take your energy back, because you took your energy back. It wasn't It wasn't built on solid foundation, right? So if they used your energy to become financially stable and buy houses and cars and start businesses, well, those businesses and those cars and that house is gonna, there's gonna be eviction notices. There's gonna be, engines gonna keep going out. There's gonna keep being problems with the car. When you take your power back, because if they use your energy, and if you're constantly taking your energy every time that they try to put energy harvesting type of dark programming on you, well, they're going to start to think that maybe you're sending a hex to them because everything is failing in their life, and they're like, oh well, I'm paying this practitioner, or shit, I know I'm a boss dark practitioner, I know my shit work. Well, little do you know, these energies that you're doing it on knows that you're doing it, and it's you know you know and so when you know, then you need to take heed. Okay, so hopefully that can be some, but you, for everything that you guys have gone through, you guys are going to be recognized. Okay, recognition and reward. These energies, they don't like how recognized you are. They don't like how loved you are. And this was some very pussy ass shit to do. Exactly, power in reverse. There was very pussy ass shit to do. Okay, they don't, I'm hearing they don't like how celebrated you are. They don't like how things come to you. So that doesn't make it right for this energy to do that. Look at that. I feel like a fool. You make me feel happy and fulfilled. I have difficulties with commitment. So for some of you guys that was dealing with, like, now this is a soulmate, twin flame, and karmic connections deck, romantic, platonic. So this is family members, love, romantic, or friends. Okay, this deck is available for purchase in the description box. All right. So those of you guys were dealing with people that they weren't loyal to you. They wanted to be around you, but they didn't have what it took to pour into you, to, you know, stick with you when shit got hard. I told you what you wanted to hear, not what you needed to hear. Gaslighting, right? Dark manipulation. That's exactly what this is. Black magic. Whether the person actually is into the spiritual aspects of it, or it was just their actions that aligned with that of black magic. Okay? I kept looking for greener grass. Everything that glittered was not gold. So it's like this energy didn't appreciate you and hid this. They tried to hide this because it's like, if they know that if they expressed that, you wouldn't want to be around them, or you wouldn't want to stay. But it's like, something about them gave it away. Okay. Now, for a lot of you guys, you appreciated this company. You appreciated this family member, this lover, this friend, for who they were, who they are. All right. And it's like you just didn't get that in return. And that's why you felt like shit was unfair. Felt like you was constantly just taking losses, right? You could have been out here sick and shit like this. And that was another download that I got. Somebody watched you suffer. Somebody knew that they was a cause of something. They may have not been a cause of a lot of everything. They knew they was a cause of something, and they watched you suffer. They watched. They sure did. I breadcrumbed and belittled you from my own insecurities. Listen. Sad shit, sad shit. Okay, I feel hurt and upset by you. So they did this out of spite. And that wasn't right. That wasn't right. So because they felt hurt and upset that it's like they felt hurt and upset that you saw the two-faced fraud in them with whatever they were doing, whoever this is, a family member, friend, lover, co-worker, boss, business partner. It's like they mad that you saw the snake in them and made decisions that were healthy for you, or that's what you plan on doing. And it's like you're going to continue to do, because it looks like they still going to try to put up a fight or argument with you, because you keep Like you see them offering you poison. And they're mad that you're not taking their poison or you don't want to put up with their poison. Now that sucks because that's real close to home. Because that came out your own legs. I'm transforming into a new version of me. I was being arrogant and needed to be humble. So this is what they're going to try to tell you. That they are like transforming and shit like that. And listen, I'm in the business clearly of, if you heard me state what some of my credentials are, I'm in the business of transformation, honey, change, and all the rest of that. That's positive. But not everybody is genuine about that. And so many people have been using AI to copy people, to fraudulent documents, to copy unofficial documents, forge people's signatures and shit like that. It's terrible. So somebody can literally generate a receipt that says, oh, counseling services such and such, and it's fake. So be mindful of that. Some people are doing that. Okay, there's other people, because I'm in the field, that will literally sit there and only tell you parts of the story, and they're not giving you the real deal. They're not telling you, so what the fuck is a therapist or a coach is supposed to do with information that they're not getting? And don't get it twisted. If you coming to see somebody that is a metaphysical therapist, we can find out. Of course we can find out. It's the principle. The sessions are for you as well. You're supposed to be real as, but that's gonna be a tall tale sign. Okay, so the Holy Spirit is letting you know that in this case, this energy is not being upfront. They're just saying whatever they need to say to try to get back in, to get some covering, because they lost the covering and they know it was you. They good luck charm. My ego is masking how I truly feel and who I am. Exactly. See, look, I lack morals and or don't utilize them often. I need to heal and develop a good content of character. But that doesn't mean that they're going to in a matter of time where it is going to, like, because it's like this, whatever you've been going through, like it's been causing sickness. Look at that, a sucker for love. They're hoping that you're gonna be a gullible. They're hoping that you're gonna be gullible. All right. So this is, caution. All right. And what they're doing is, because you're making decisions that are in alignment with what your path and purpose, it's like they're trying to make shit harder for you, because again, you're not taking the poison that they're offering. Oh, look at God. That's beautiful. God does marvelous things, doesn't he? We have mutual love in reverse. This is not, so you guys could have thought that whoever this is, whether this is a family member, a friend, a lover, like you could have thought that a co-worker, whatever, business partner, that you guys were on the same type of time, that you guys could see eye to eye, that you guys, that this was it. But no, I'm not being honest with you at this time. All right. I genuinely love and want us to be together forever. So this is a fallen angel here. Okay, this is a fallen angel, chosen yet veered off the path towards their divine ascension, not putting in the work to heal and ascend. A twin flame and our soulmate who turned karmic due to not evolving like they were supposed to in this lifetime. Temporarily or permanently lost wings due to not being in alignment, not fulfilling their soul contract in this lifetime. And just to remind you guys, this deck is available for purchase for those that would like to purchase it, okay? So basically, like, for some of you guys, this energy, they did not do what they were supposed to do. fallen angel in order to be on the path of mission with you. They did not evolve. And it's like they're still trying to not evolve in this particular reading. It's like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. And I am a firm believer in having a cake you're eating and eating it too, as long as it's not hurting anyone, or causing any, sabotage or shit like that. Right? Because there are situations where two things can exist at once that are true and feel positive. But in this case, no, it's like they're trying to do devil ass shit and have the blessings of the kingdom at the same time. Right? Like you trying to mistreat people and treat people like shit and abuse people and not be fair. Right? We're not talking about being perfect because nobody is. Right? But in this case, it's like you trying to be a tyrant and you want people to be loyal to you at the same time and want to love you at the same time, but you're not giving that energy. You're not giving the energy that you want for people. What? How about them apples? You're not even giving the energy that you want people to give you. That's wild, y'all. That's so wild. So be mindful of whoever this is, whether this is you or whoever you're dealing with. Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Okay. Oh, we have sexuality out here. God doesn't discriminate against real healthy love. Honestly, discuss your sexuality with one another so all parties involved can make informed decisions. We have hetero, pan, bi, lesbian, gay, trans, queer, IA plus, whatever. So for some of you guys, you could be dealing with someone who is dealing with this. However, let's say they're not being honest with you about where they are or who all that they have dealt with or the kind of connection they want. Right? Because again, we're pronoun friendly over here. So if this is coming out, there's someone that's not being honest with you and STD came out here. I know I hear the spacecrafts. ETs. Dark galactic beings. We got STDs. We got like galactic beings too over here. Yeah, so look. So be mindful because we been wherever he laid his hat was his horn. Remember how I was saying that somebody been getting around? They been fucking their way up to the top. Remember how I said somebody fuck everybody they come in contact with? Every friend that they got, everybody in their contact list, they done fucked. To try to get their energy so they can energy harvest because that's how they make their money. That's how they got their lifestyle, living in luxury. That's how they got it because they fucked their way to the top. And I'm not talking about having an OnlyFans. No. I'm not talking about a person that is using using their own, and all the rest of that. No. That's not what I'm talking about. Hey, do you? I'm talking about the ones that sit up here using sex magic to develop us, because people don't know when you doing that, a psychic core starts to develop because sex magic is the most potent form of because your sacral chakra is your God energy. And when they do rituals, they get the black candles, they I mean, you can do more, you can orgasm to them, but no, I'm talking about a ringleader. This motherfucker is a master, okay? This is a sex demon. All right. This motherfucker is they done built a ring, a sex ring, okay? Of people that they have worked with, people that they have became friends with, shit. And some people that they got families with. All right, listen, look, listen. Listen, look. And so they done everybody literally you see them on the street, they with a group of people, they done fuck them. Okay? They getting around. It don't matter. Anybody can get it because as long as they can make money off of you, anybody can get it. But because of that, listen, look. They go to sleep, they ass traveling, trying to fuck with motherfuckers. So they sleep, they fucking. They awake, they fucking. Because that's how they achieve their lifestyle for some of you. Okay? Spiritual sex harvesting. For those that applies to. That's how they've been trying to bind you. Do this root work and harvest off of you for those that applies to, okay? I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. And so so look, death. So for some of the spiritual STD, physical STD, look, they're dying now. Motherfuckers is passing away. All this death magic, all this black magic is backfiring. Remember how I said, look, listen, all of those ailments that I was named, this is a person that got all in one. They got all the ailments at one time because of the black magic that's been coming backfiring at one time. Their body can't keep up. They passing away. They feel like shit. I gotta do some more black magic. Not realizing that it's the black magic that got you in the fucked up situation that you in. God damn it. But because the motherfucker don't take accountability for their actions, it's like they don't see anything they doing wrong. So they dig in their own grave. I fell in love with you. Are you in love with me? So look at that. Cheated. They cheated on the mission that y'all was supposed to do, right? Or they sold you out. They didn't compensate you at the job correctly. You know, the family member didn't treat you right. They talked about you, whatever the case may be. This lover cheated on you. They didn't commit, right? That look. What was that? I have difficulties with commitment. Whoever this is, romantic or platonic, and whatever connection, they did not do right by you, or you did not do right by them. Whether this was an agreement, whatever. Okay? They sold you out here. They tried to trap you in a fucked up situation. So this is what you tried to do. Okay? Remember, if you would like this deck is available for purchase in the description box. Okay? Yep, sweet nothing. So when this motherfucker try to come back around, see it's coming. Look. That's why this motherfucker fishy. It's fishy. Like coochie. Okay? I tell you what you... And motherfuckers know. Okay? I tell you what you want to hear so that I can get what I want. Talking shit, shape-shifting into what is wanted and or needed for person. Okay? Listen, look. Because if anything is like that, that means a clearing needs to happen. It's better to know and know what to do than to have shit happen and you not know. Because that's not fair to you. You know, I joke around a lot, but I'm also being serious. Sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying with all the trauma. You know, you feel me? So, I'm sorry, you can forgive and not reconcile for those that want that, right? Because remember, this motherfucker don't have morals. They trying to seek shelter so that they don't get this divine ass whooping from doing this for people. Okay, trying to hem people up, keeping them from growing and thriving in life. Look at that, Herman in reverse. You can't, you know, trying to keep them from knowing and having realization and clarity. That ain't cool. That's not cool. Okay, so this is what's been going on. Yeah, they finna get karma. Learning a karmic soul lesson connected to a person who's a negative or a positive karma. They treat you like how you've treated yourself. Yeah, and this is why they keep running into motherfuckers that don't want to. They keep fucking them over because they keep meeting themselves. They keep meeting them as mirrors, reflections of themselves. Okay, you reap what you've sown. Karma is here to collect and or bless. Facing karmic debt. Okay. Real quick. What's the outcome here? Final outcome. I command in God's name all entities, parasites, evil monitoring spirits that are clothed and uncovered to make this and replace for good. According to God, Yahweh, Yeshua Christ, will unclothe, because I'm going to uncover my soul. It is. So the outcome is a fresh start. All right. It is a fresh start, guys. Okay. And judgment is here, releasing judgment. All right. They don't want this. It's like they don't want this release to happen. Whoever your haters are, but it's happening anyway. Okay. A fresh start in love and money and everything. Okay. With the recognition and rewards that you deserve. All right. It's the table that God is prepared and has prepared for you. So Thank you all for your love and support here. It's truly, truly appreciated. And always remember, you make your own decisions. Peace out. Deuces.